So questions like question 3 come up fairly often. They are just algebra, but we do need to do more of these to practice, and it's something that's on my list to do with you. So question 3, the hardest thing is, well, where do I start? If you do x multiplied by z, it gives you this area. So I've put xz equals this. If you do x multiplied by y, that would be the area of the roof. So I've just put those out. These are just simultaneous equations now. But they're not adds and takes. So when they're not adds and takes, it's, okay, what do we do from there? I've written 2 of them. When it's not adds and takes, when it's multiplies, so x multiplied by z, you should try dividing them. If I divided them, the x's would go away, but it wouldn't help me. If I multiply them though, I get to here, and then I get yz here, which I know, yz is 8 root 6 up here. So this is 8 root 6. And it equals 8 root 6 because 2 by 4 and 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is your 6 and 2 by 4 is your 8. And yz, we've already written, is up there, so you just substitute it in, which leaves you with x squared times y times this guy equals still this guy. So if I divide it, then x is 1. Once I've got x is 1, I can just start to substitute it in. So if I put x is 1 there, it gives me what z is. So z is just 2 root 2. If I put x is 1 there, it gives me y is just 4 root 3. So I just divide by the 1 basically, and I'm left with y equals. So now I've got all my values. My volume is just multiply them all together. So I multiply x by y by z. I multiply my 3 values. Tricky question, no doubt about it. Right, this guy up here, very easy question, minus b or factorise, those are your 2 answers, very simple. So a simple question follows a hard question. Let's see if you want to give up or not. Right, down here, we have to use logs. It says hence, so hence means use what's written up here. I can see a 35 here, I can see a 35 there. I can see an 8x here, I can see an 8 here. I can see a 3, and I can see a 3. These will eventually be the same thing because it says hence. Hence means use this. So first thing, this plus 1 comes because we've got 3 to the power 2m multiplied by 3 with a 1. The only way of getting a plus here is if you've multiplied things together. So I've got 3 with a 1 on it basically there, times by 3 to the m, 3 to the 2m. This 2 can come outside, so it's 3m squared. And there we go. So it's basically just working on this guy to make it look like this guy. So it's what do I do with the plus and what do I do with the 2? Hopefully that makes sense. The plus just gives you this bonus 3 here being multiplied, and the 2 can just go up there to give you the squared. Then once I've got to here, I'm like, okay, I'm going to let 3m equals y. Do that, move the stuff over. It looks exactly like that. We know what the 2 answers are because we've done it already. So it's 7 over 3 and it's minus 5. Now our y that we introduced, you don't need to introduce the y, I just think it makes it look neater. But this 3m is the y, basically. The 3m is the y there. So this 3m equals this number, and the 3m also equals this number. This is where the logs come in. When we're here, you can use your fancy button here if you want to, or you can just log both sides, which is what I've chosen to do, log both sides. M power is rule 3 in our log, so you can bring it to the front, and then I'm going to divide over here. I've split this up, but I don't really think you need to. Oh, although no, because they want you to leave it like that, so you do. So division is take away. You're going to divide it. Now, a nice thing, log 3 equals 1. You can do that on the calculator. So when I'm dividing by 1. Doesn't really do anything, divide by 1. And this is 1 as well. So that's the answer. This guy, whenever you've got a minus here, it won't work. You could check that on your calculator. So log 3 minus 5 won't work. This gives no solutions.